Welcome to this look at a new mod map on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Memphis, New York. Not to be confused with Memphis, Tennessee, or Memphis, Missouri, or Memphis, Nebraska. I never knew how many Memphi there were. There are quite a few knocking around, but this is Memphis, New York, known for its lumber, known for its agriculture. I've been looking this up actually because I was curious. Some interesting facts around Memphis, New York, in that it sits on the old Erie Canal. There's been all sorts of old lovely country songs and blues songs and stuff about the Erie Canal. It sits equidistant between Buffalo and Albany, and because it was about halfway, people would stop off there on the canal. It became quite a thriving community back in the day. Like I said, there is a lot of logging and stuff on there, and that's no different to this map. This is by Willy Boy at 10102, 322.81 megabytes download. This is his first map. It does say in the description, my first map after a year and a half of learning. Happy late birthday, Grandpa. Which is quite nice. It's a lovely thing. There's flooding on here on certain areas of the map. You have to be careful. What I love, as you've just seen go past, there's loads of lorries with bales on the back, so the vehicles on there are kind of bespoke. The map looks like this. There are no custom crops and contracts are available. There are 5 required mods that download automatically on here. And like I said, the map looks like this. It's taken from a real part of a map. I did go on and find Memphis, New York. I was trying to find this exact location. I was really struggling to find it. It's got to be up there somewhere. On New Farmer, we start with plot 10, which has got a farmhouse on, but there's no sleep trigger. Across the way, we've got a barn, and then we've got a silo and a hayloft just there. And then we also start with 55, 9, and 4. Now, it does say in the description, the natural springs will cause field 9 to flood in the summer. Now, I've always said this, be careful, because there are plot numbers and field numbers. Field 9 is there. This is plot 9. I think it means plot 9, because in going to have a look at a chicken coop, which is out in the woods just there, it does also talk about the chicken coop. It's a couple of things it talks about in the description that kind of baffled me a little bit, and I'm not sure if this is referring to mods, I would imagine. It does say about the chicken coop if you wanted to turn your hand to chickens, but it also says a quarter of the map is covered with trees. Crops grown in the region, traditionally wheat, oats, barley, corn and soybean. A lot of dairy products such as milk and cheese, and maple syrup is also harvested commonly. With a quarter of the map being covered with trees, maple syrup and timber would be easy to jump into. So I went around the map looking for maple syrup production. There isn't anything, so I'm assuming it's just because there's a lot of forestry. There are a few, maybe a couple, I'm trying to think now, maple syrup mods that you could potentially use if you wanted to go down that route and make it a little bit more kind of realistic for the area. Field prices are about what you'd expect for the sizes, and they do vary quite wildly from quite small plots. If you want to take up a little bit of forestry, if you want to do that, field plots not too expensive and about what you'd expect for the size. There are some large ones which cost a bit more money, which you would expect. Other than that, not all of the map is purchasable. There are some little plots. Where is it? I found a couple that you couldn't. There's one down here that's got the animal dealer on. Just a few, but most of the map is purchasable. As you can see, plenty of fields on here. So if you want to just get on and do farming, you can. It's a really lovely map going around as well. Has a very nice feel to it. I like the mix between open fields and forest, and you kind of go along and you've got all these little, you've got homes and gardens and stuff in amongst the trees and forests. It's got a very, it's just from what I know from watching television and stuff like that. You know, I haven't been much to the US, but sort of New England and Virginia and places like that, I suppose upstate New York and things like that. It really is a lovely area. Straight across the road, this is the barn I was talking about. We've got some of our equipment down here. So we've got a trailer there, header there, and I'm sure it said, are we missing, where is it? Is there a barn door that opens at the top? Maybe. I'm sure it was showing a tractor. Oh, there we go, look, more equipment in here. So in here, seeder, cultivator, weeder, front loader gear, tractor tucked in here, little Massey. Very nice. Now, we're going to do it's going to be an interesting route. I'll show you where we've been and where we go. There's no sleep trigger here, but it gives you the option to put sleep trigger in wherever you want. No basketball. I saw the hoop and I thought I've got to do my, you know, let's have a go. There's no basketball. Just going to double check to see if these open. They do. Did it drive through as well? Well, that'll be. It is. Very nice. So, other than the required mods, there's nothing under build mode. So there's nothing in addition to the required mods added in by the map maker. No vehicles, equipment, machinery, nothing like that. The slot count is 1,040 on new farmer. On farm manager and start from scratch, that comes down to 892. Difference being you don't have any of the equipment or machinery. The buildings are also in place, and over there, which is the other part of the farm, or I say the other part of the farm, it's what you start with a new farmer, plot 15, which you can purchase obviously, you know, on the other game modes. 8,280 for that plot. That's got the silo and hayloft on it and the rest of your equipment. If you remove the silo and hayloft, I don't think we could remove anything else. I'm trying to think. No, I tried the barn and tried the house, that wouldn't remove, and I got the slot count down to 865 if you were desperate to get the slot count any lower. I like the number plate as well, look. Very cool. I don't always show the number plates, but I don't know, at one point I kind of swung around changing camera angle and it kind of caught my eye. You'll see as we go. The forested areas, especially out to the east, it's like a maze. It's, yeah, well, you'll see. I'll see if I can find my way around it, if that's possible. So, the silos are part of required mods. So that silo is a 5 million litre multi-fruit silo. It does have 20,000 litres of wheat in it. And then next to that we've got a hayloft. The hayloft is a 10 million litre hayloft. There's 7,500 litres of straw in that already. In and out. Done here. If you want to shake it all about, you've got to go somewhere else. Doors all the way around it open. Interestingly, because the silo has been put here, it's actually in front of a set of doors. You could demolish it and move it elsewhere if you wanted to, but there's plenty of, you know, there's plenty of access. Move some of your vehicles around, get your machinery in and out. So we've got our bradle spreader, baler, plough, John Deere just there, harvester, and oh, the header was behind the other barn, wasn't it? It was something. Where was the header? Yeah, I've already seen that. And then we've got another trailer around the side, just here. They open fast. You have got an upstairs to this if you want to go up there. The harvester's in the way at the moment, and you can open these hayloft doors if you want to. Now what we're going to do is something a bit odd. You know, back to the main road, and we're going to go down the side of this field. Now we'll see the crop in the field. This is that plot 9, and when I was doing my kind of scout round to make my notes, that was flooded around this area. It actually looks very cool, just something to be aware of, that it floods. And we've got a chicken coop in the woods, which it refers to. But it'll mean driving down, there's not actually a track, so you might have to, if you wanted to, or you can just remove the chicken coop. The chicken coop is removable. It has a really nice look, I don't know. Like I say, I'm no expert on the US by any means, but I'm just thinking all the different films you've seen over the years, it's got that film-like quality to it. So we're going to run down the side of this field. When we get over here as well, there's that plot there that's got a fence around it. It looks like it's an animal pasture, but it's not. I did buy it off camera just to double check. I don't mean to be the other side of here. Apologies for driving through the crop. It's the quickest way of getting. Like I say, there's no track. You do start with some chickens already. I think 20. Yeah, look, you can see the flooding down there already. Look, the low-lying part of the map. Be careful because it does get quite deep. It's pretty cool though, isn't it? I know it's not the only map that's had it, but and then just in through the trees here, got a John Deere in here as well, which you won't start with on Farm Manager and start from scratch, but you do still start with the chicken pen. Like I said, 20 out of 60, just here. seem quite happy scratching around in the woodland, don't they? So, let's carry on. Now, I'm going to be honest, as I always am when I do map tours, it's not perfect. There are a few little clunky bits here and there. There are a few little texture bits here and there, but that could be the crossover from PC to console, which is always, you know, it can be a little bit iffy sometimes. Sometimes things don't port over as well. But for the most part, I have to say, it's very good for a first map. With little things like all the signposts and stuff everywhere. This is the vehicle shop and workshop trigger. It's also the reset point on the map, which is at the back here. Like I say, this area here, whilst it does look like an animal pen, I don't know if I've got enough money to buy it. So we came from here, from here, at the farmhouse, barn opposite, out to there, then we came back along that field and we come back to here. So this is this plot here. Oh, that's more money than I've got at the moment. That's right. I could borrow some more. Hang on. I've got 100,000 and that says 27,990. Oh, there we go. Yeah, nothing coming up. Moving swiftly on. Or just moving on. I did try buying up a lot of the plots. It's always difficult when you've got a real world map overlay. The other stuff's overlaid on the map. Because when you're looking around at buildings and stuff, and there are houses and stuff all over the place, you come back to the map, especially when you're doing map tour prep, I'm looking at all the different areas and you think, well, that could be a farm there, or there could be anywhere where there's buildings or light patches, and you're looking thinking, okay, I'll buy that, I'll buy that, I'll buy, you know, there might be a sell point, there could be a factory, there could be whatever on there. And I did go around buying up a lot of the different plots and I didn't find anything else. I'm not saying I haven't missed anything. I hope I haven't. I'm going to take a quick whiz out here because I'm curious, driving across the grass, about that. I mean, it's probably just like I say, it's on the actual real map. Just wondering what's past this field. Could be another flooded area maybe. Again, apologies for driving through the field. Yeah. Curious. Right, so let's head back. So bottom of the map, we have got the animal dealer and animal dealer sell point. It's just over there to our right. In here. Now we're going to head out to the east, and let's say through the forest we've got a recycling centre, which we're going to get to, which is a sell point. And as I always say on map tours, if you're not sure what sells where, if you go to your prices menu, look down every single item, and then look to the right, it will tell you all the locations. So if you're not sure what can be sold at the recycling centre, it will tell you in the prices menu. Interesting little, I assume it's a pond, lake, swimming pool, bit of everything maybe. So recycling centre is just up here. Now I've got to make sure I take the correct. I think it was this one. We'll see what I mean. It's incredibly bumpy. Would have been better off using something else with a bit more suspension, but it's all right. And the trackways, they interweave all around the map. And it is dense woodland as well. So if you're looking at doing some forestry with friends or on your own, or you know, however you want to go about it, it's yeah, you're not going to have a problem. There's plenty to be going round. Let me take a left turn in a moment. I'm sure I do. Here, I think. Right out on the edge here, there's a water point, which is an interesting one. I've gone the wrong way. Maybe. We'll get there. There's like a swampy area here, but there's a trackway that runs up the side, and there's like a little standpipe that just comes out the hillside. It's a long way to come out for water, but there is a water point just there. What we're going to do now is carry along towards the sawmill, which is in the middle of the woodlands as well. We had to go out this way anyway, to the sawmill. And I've got to hopefully find my way back again. I think it was following this. Don't worry, we'll come out of the woodlands in a little while. But so, forestry's not your thing, that's absolutely fine. It's not everybody's. I think it's here. Yep, sawmill's just up here. I'll show you on the map where we are. So we came out to have a look on there, then we came to the animal dealer there, and then along here, just to there to the recycling centre. Then we came out through it. It's difficult because it's not showing you any of the stuff on here, but out there to the water point, then we followed along here. So we're right the way out here now, in the woodland at the sawmill. We're going to find our way back out now onto the road. That's the last of the woodland that we're going to go into. And then we're going to head out, and like I say, you'll see some of the houses and driveways, and I don't know, it just kind of made me smile. It's just nicely done. Oh, there we go. Let's find the kind of main track, which I think then turns into a metalled road of sorts. There we go. Now all of the, like I said, there's nothing in addition to the required mods in build mode. So all of the sell points and the productions that are on the map are all base game standard productions. There's a real, like, the differing landscape. It's not all just sort of one type. Does that make sense? There seem to be different elements to it. It's nice and sweeping here and there. There's, like I said, there's plenty of field work, so if you just want to do farming, absolutely no problem at all. But these little clumps of trees that open out into wide open fields, and look at it, it's a great view. Apologies again if I don't stop at all the stop signs. so like things like this, you've got these, then you suddenly get this lovely manicured lawn among the trees, and you get a house just pops out of the trees. More of these lorries with bales on. A lot of baling work being done. So I think we're going to take the next turning on the right, I think. There were moments, I'm not going to lie, I had a bit of a Lone Oak vibe to it, you know? Just here and there. There's quite a few American maps, obviously there's going to be little glimpses of different ones. East Vineland and stuff like that. So if we turn in just here, we've got the debris crusher. Just behind the tree there. The biomass heating plant. That's a standard one, so that's a sell point. Just there. There's another little turning on the right we're going to be looking for, which takes us to a bakery. Again, standard bakery, tucked away in the trees. And then all the way out to the farmer's market. Where's the turning? It's along here somewhere. There you go. Next mailbox. Just there. Now I don't know if these textures are supposed to be dark black on here, or whether again it's an XML file thing. They may well be supposed to be that colour. I just thought they looked very dark. Well, they might be. I'll just turn there a second. Hang on. All the way out here, we've got the farmer's market. Now we're going back the way we came. On the crossroads where we turned right to come up here, we're going to go straight across, so we're going to be heading west again. We'll stop at the stop sign just in case. Straight across. We have coming up on the right the fast food restaurant. And then on the left, there you go. Just there on the left, coming up we've got the restaurant, just there. We come to another crossroads. I think this is like a war graves, war memorial type thing. I get that feeling just by the style of the graves and the memorial at the back. So another crossroads, and we're going to turn right. Out to the grain mill, which is just up here. Again, standard with regard to crop types in flour L. Back to the crossroads. We'll take a right. Look at me being all grown up and stopping looking for traffic. What's wrong with me? Like I say, I apologise if I have missed anything. Turn down there. To the spinnery. Don't know where this baling's going on, but there's a lot of it. Just here. And that, for all intents and purposes, is the map. That's Memphis, New York by Willie Boy 10102. Come back to the crossroads and then turn right. It says, come up now. This road will take us back down. We've done a big triangle. Go back to the map. So I say we started all the way down here, did all of these, went out through the woodland but came back onto the main road. So we came all up there and out here and took in these. Farmer's Market up there, back across the crossroad there to this crossroad, did that one, spinnery, now back down here, finish the triangle off, and it brings us back past the silo, back towards the start point, which was just there on plot 10. Hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.